So today we're going to learn a little bit about printf statement. The first example that we want to do is how to format a date. So as you see, I already have a project created here. The next thing I want to do is, as usual, create a new class, date formatting. So this is our class. We're going to skip reading input from the user. So let's just declare a few variables. Let's declare month 1 to be January, and we need double quotation marks because this is a string. Let's have another month, let's say May. So I'm mistyping a lot. And another month, let's say April. How about a day? Let's have day 1 equals 3, day 2 equals 15, day 3 equals 8, and let's declare a year also. I'm just going to declare 1 year, 2013. Okay, so the goal now is to format this day, let's say with leading zeros, using leading zeros for the day. So a very useful method here is system.out.printf, and remember, printf stands for formatted printing. As you see, Eclipse usually autofills in this, and the first argument is the formatting string, and after that we can have as many arguments as we specify in the formatting string. So let's say we want to print the month, then the day, and the year separated by white spaces. So the first thing is the month, as you can see, is a string. So we will have something like %s, because we will have a string for the month. Then %d, because we will have an integer. D stands for printing an integer for the day. And one more %b for the year. The year is also integer. And don't forget to add a new line. So now, because we have string here, we're going to have the first parameter to be month 1. The day, well, let's use day 1, and then the year. So in general, what we specify here in the formatting string has to match the arguments that we provide after the formatting string. In this case, we're saying there will be a string, integer, and another integer. So here we have month, which is string, day, which is year, and which is integer, and year, which is integer also. Let's try and print this out. Let's run it so we see the output of this program. As you see here, we have January 3rd, 2013. Well, maybe we kind of want to have the day with leading 0, and that is very easy. Let's say the first thing we can do is we can specify here 2 in front of this D. What this is telling the compiler is that we want to use 2 positions for printing the day, even if the day is only a single digit, like for example day 1, which is 13, which is 3 only. So we see here now we have this extra space added in front of 3. If we want to have the leading 0, all we have to do is just provide a 0 here. Let's run it, and we're going to see that this date looks quite nice. Let's try and see how it's going to look if we combine, let's say, %s, %02d, and %d \n for, we use month 1, but now we're going to use day 2 because it has 2 digits, so we can see what's the difference. And if we run it, we can see this looks quite nice. The month, we have the day here, and because we added this leading zero and we specified that the day should be 2 digits, even if it's a single digit, Java will add an additional zero. That is, the printf method adds this additional zero. Let's see what happens with the other dates that we have specified there. So let's do something like print s %02d %d/n. Let's now use month 2, day 2, and year. Let's run it again. Okay, so this is not bad, but as we can see, the month is not aligned nicely with the other month, because January has more letters. That is, January has 7 letters, May has only 3 letters. But it's similar to what we did with the day, we can also do it with a string. So what we did with the integer by specifying here 02, we can do it with the string. So let's say, because January is 7, May is 3, let's say that we want the month to be 10 characters long. So let's see what this is gonna do. Save it and run it. And now, as you can see, these two lines are nicely aligned. The months are nicely aligned. They're right aligned. Now, well, let's add the last month also, just to see how nice this is gonna look. That is 10s. Just like in the previous line, we want to keep the same position for each input. Just we're going to use here month 3, day 3, and year. Okay. So, oh, okay, I put a full stop instead of comma there. Okay, that fixes the problem. Let's run the code again. Okay, now we see January, May, April, they're nicely aligned. Well, what if we want the text to be left aligned? For this example, might not be the best thing, but it's nice to see how easy we can do that. And we just add this minus here in front of the 10. And let's run it. And you can see it looks pretty nice. Another thing, what if we want to have a comma after the day? Well, that's easy. Here in this formatting string, we can put a comma right after the day. Save it, run it, and it looks great. So that's all for this example. Thanks for watching.